Hi guys, and welcome to our live stream tonight, a special Valentine's Day episode that we get started off in a weird, goofy way. The reason we're doing this is because we are proud to announce that the live stream studio along with our offices are now completely done. We busted through, got all the trim done, got a new door installed, and all kinds of good stuff done this week, and it is now done. But I thought I'd give you a little bit of a tour of what we have going on. There's our trusty jackalope sitting there, and there is the sofa that Erin and I will be sitting on in just a few minutes. This is actually our view as we sit here and talk to you. We've got a big old screen back here that has comments on it, along with lights and a camera. That's pretty much our view. That's what we get to see. On this side, we have all of our stuff that we send out to you guys. This is all the stuff that you can get on the website, from honey to t-shirts to hats and all that good stuff is all stored over here where we do our own packaging. On this side, this is our little podcast table that we record our podcasts at and do most of our packaging at. Got a couple green screens over here. Last time I used a green screen was for our year-end video where I was on stage at the Oscars announcing the video of the year. Erin's desk is over here in this corner where she takes care of everything that she has to do. And then on this side of the room is my desk and the editing computer where I can take care of all the stuff that I've got to do. So that's pretty much it. The new studio is done. All the carpet is laid. All the trim work is up. And I am proud to say that we are completely done with the whole deal. So without further ado, this is going to sound really weird, but I'm going to announce ourselves. Without further ado, here's Erin and Mike.
Hey guys, happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Mike.
I'm Erin.
And this is Ranch Talk Live.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's. These things are huge.
Got you some roses.
Ridiculous roses. I'm going to put them way over there. Ooh, they fly away.
I didn't get you some roses. Grammy got the kids some ridiculous balloons and we stole them.
Well, actually, I told Mackenzie, I said, can I borrow them? And just have them in front of the camera, to start with, and then just let them float away. How is everybody tonight? Thanks for coming out and joining us for another edition of Ranch Talk Live. We've got a really cool episode coming up for you tonight. Reed and Amy Flake are going to be joining us here in just a little bit via Skype, where they're at in Snowflake, Arizona. And actually, their temperatures there haven't been that much better than ours. I talked to them this morning, and it's a weird weather thing going on all over the place. So
I was like, oh, it's nice today, and it was like 28 degrees, but we had no wind.
Yeah, there was no wind today, so that was nice.
The sun was shining, which was a nice little break for the cows.
Exactly. Really quick, if you're not following us on Facebook, we had some fun today with the cows, and being Valentine's Day, we went out and I went out and made a little heart for Erin. And if you're not,
it wasn't for me.
It was for you. Who else would it be for?
The cows.
The cows. They don't care.
They needed food.
That was weird. Ooh, we're haunted.
Nick, there's something wrong with the lights.
So anyway, if you're not following us on Facebook, you didn't see this, but we do urge you to go to Facebook, search for us, our Wyoming Life,
or
Instagram, and you can find things just like this. Now that's the quick version, but it only took, let's see, I don't know. When you film something, it takes about 10 times longer to do it, because I actually had a camera set up here in the office looking out the window, and then I have the drone up, and I have to try to steer the drone while I'm driving the tractor, and that's always a trick. So, it took maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes or so to actually get done, which wasn't bad. So, again, happy Valentine's Day. The cows say happy Valentine's Day and all that kind of good stuff. They really couldn't care less. They were wondering what I was doing, probably.
And they're probably like, why is it taking so long?
Why is this? Just put out the food and let's be done. So tonight our plan is that we do have Reed and Amy coming up with us later. We have mail call on the way, and we thought we would just show some love and hang out and answer some questions from you guys. This is our 12th Valentine's Day together. Can you believe that?
I know. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. It's time flies.
Yeah.
Honestly, really, it does. I was this week. Like I said, we finished up the office and stuff here, and Sam, who worked for me, we figured it out. Start in 2009, he came here to the ranch and worked for 3 years in high school, or junior high and high school. Maybe it was 4 years. I can't remember.
He kind of abandoned us for like football and
yeah, he went and
sports
started
and
playing
stuff,
football, and
so.
I was into that. But he decided he's been in Hawaii, stationed in the Army for the last 4 years.
3 years.
3 years, and now he's transferring to Texas. So he's back home here for a month, and gave me a call and said, "Hey, what do you got going on? I want to come out and give you a hand." I actually saw something somebody commented on Facebook that said, "You guys must be really nice to work for if you've got these kids that want to come back and help you out when they're home on vacation."
Yeah.
Years after they've worked here, and
Yeah.
I never really thought of it that way, but it does make sense that they must have had something good happen here. And Sam,
You've also known Sam since he was like
I've known Sam since he was a little kid.
7 or 8 years old.
Yeah.
So like Sam's dad was your best man in our wedding.
Right.
So I mean we've known Sam. I've known Sam as long as I've known you.
Hmm.
So it's he's not a little kid anymore.
He's not a little kid.
He's all grown up.
He's a little kid that goes to the gym twice a day.
He's like a bigger kid every
Time he gets
like,
here. Yeah.
gets bigger.
Now he's 21. So, but he's a good kid. Tyler, thank you for the $20 super chat. We really do appreciate that. That goes into trim. I don't know.
Trim is actually not that expensive.
No, but I spent. Let's see. I went to and got the door, the trim.
One more box of carpet tile.
Yeah, I think I spent like $300 finishing this place up. So,
Isn't it funny how you do the math for square footage for the carpet tile and
it doesn't come out right because
just like you did the math for drywall and that didn't come out right.
Because you have to cut stuff. So I don't know how to figure out waste. I can figure out square footage for exactly what it's supposed to be, but yeah, for waste I have no idea. So Erin, what are you drinking?
In honor of Valentine's Day, I made a margarita. It's pink.
A homemade margarita.
Yeah.
Nice. I made a homemade whiskey.
You should have put some food coloring in it.
Food? Oh yeah.
Had
No way.
what's a red, like some cinnamon schnapps or something.
Ugh. No, thank you. No, thank you. Feel free to ask any questions if you have questions tonight. We have to wait a little bit for Reed and Amy. They're gonna come and join us. Like I have a watch on. They're gonna come and join us here in just a little bit. We do have mail call coming up, like I was talking about, and I think I have an interesting story about food waste.
Everyone
as well,
says 10% waste.
10% waste. There we go. Just added in there.
Now we know.
That works out okay, I guess. It would have been an extra box, that I needed, an extra 10 or 22 square feet or something like that.
We bought 22 boxes.
Yeah.
How many square feet are in each box?
I don't know. There's 22 square feet in each box.
Okay.
So I don't know how
But
many
we
square
bought like
feet.
22 boxes.
It's a big room. We've got to fit all you guys in here. Derek, my hat is a Stetson. This is a Stetson Lariat, I think is the model number. So, yeah. Let's see if we can find some questions in here. I can't even find my cursor. There it is. All right. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, of course. Next video is due out on Sunday.
What's it about?
Making a heart with the tractor. I'm not that good at planning ahead.
No.
I tend to kind of just do what I'm doing anyway, a lot of times. And what I'm doing actually does, it helps me figure out what to do a video about. So like last Sunday, we had the video about, getting the steers ready to start to grain, and it was like 4 degrees outside, and I didn't really feel like filming a whole bunch outside, but I did get the trough moved over and all that kind of good stuff. So it's just kind of, sometimes it's just what happens on the ranch,
Yeah.
Except for the history videos, those are a little bit more planned, but, I got one of those coming up too. Not this weekend, but next weekend.
Yeah.
Another history video, and the museum's already been the curator of the museum's been sending me, or the director or whatever he is, sending me emails. What are we doing this time? What are we doing?
Yeah, you should figure that out.
I should figure that out.
Somebody asked if I was going to get baby peacocks. Yes, I'm going to order some chicks. They won't come until like June. They're late hatchers, so that's fine though.
How many are you going to get?
8.
8 peacocks. And
Yeah.
you get to pick boys or girls?
No.
Or peahens or peacocks because I got yelled at because I said girl peacock one time and somebody jumped down my throat about it.
Most people don't know what a peahen is. Like, if we're
Right.
just being honest, like when I say like I have a peacock and a peahen, like when we had a pair, people are like, "What's a peahen?"
Yeah.
So
It's a bunch of hens that come in a little pod. You have to break them open, dump them out.
I think I didn't even know. I mean, because I didn't have peacocks when I was a little kid, so I wasn't educated.
Who
So
does?
I think I had to, when we got girl peacocks, I had to learn what they were called. So, and then I've seen some questions about the chicken coop.
The chicken coop is coming.
The chicken poop.
Chicken poop. Lots of chicken poop is coming, but the chicken coop is coming also. The issue that I've got right now is we're waiting for the ground just to thaw just a little bit so I can start digging that trench.
It's been it's icy. Like
yeah.
underneath the snow is really icy.
We brought over Gary, our neighbor. We thought about using his mini, but I don't think the mini would get through it, so we're going to end up having to bring over a backhoe to do it. So that's the plan there. We're just waiting for a little bit of a thaw, which is coming. We'll get a nice little thaw coming up here, hopefully before too long.
There's no thaw in the forecast, so it's going to be a while. I don't know about
Careful.
like I was going to make composting video too, and the forecast is not.
Dang weather, man.
It's not looking good right. February is like the worst.
February is bad. March we get our fake.
We get first summer, first spring.
First spring, yeah.
First
March
spring.
we get first spring.
And then April comes winter. Third winter.
Third winter, yeah. So it's always a trick trying to work around the weather, and I appreciate everybody bearing with us. What's the coldest temperature that your cattle can stand outside before they need shelter? Our cows are pretty darn spoiled, about 30. Then they start to go inside. They do have a giant, big old cow shed that's 40 foot by 100 foot, and they can all fit inside there, most of them.
It all depends on how much food they have access to.
True. The more food they have, the warmer they're going to stay. So.
That's what you should make a video about.
I mean, cows will come out to eat, no matter what the temperature is usually. In fact, yesterday I went out to feed, and I drove out, and I made it almost all the way to the hay yard before any cows started coming out of the shed, out of the cow shed. So I'm driving along, and I'm waiting for cows to start coming out, and I was like, where are the cows? They're not coming out. I thought they were gone, but they eventually they all woke up. They could be like they could have jumped on the highway and went to Casper for all I know. So yeah. Another super chat somewhere. I'm totally far behind here.
Scroll down.
I'm working on it. There it is. Ty Nelson, $20. Happy Valentine's Day. Well, thank you very much, Ty. We do appreciate it. Let's talk a little bit. This is a question that's been coming up a lot, and it's shipping meat, which is something that we're really, really starting to look at. We've had so many people that want us to ship meat. Now, the problem with it, if you buy meat online and we ship it to you, it's ridiculous to ship. You can buy $50 of meat, and it's going to cost you $100 to ship it. It's just crazy the way it works.
I mean, essentially, every order, big or small, is going to cost around $100 to $150 in shipping.
It's about 100, I think, for overnight, depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
But we have to either overnight it or 2-day air it. And
we also have
so
to
we're doing some testing, sending some meat to some people, and just kind of seeing how it works out with if we have to do overnight, or if we have to do 2-day. And then there's the packaging that's involved.
And
in
the packaging is also
packs
super expensive too. Like the styrofoam containers, essentially you can pay $50 for one of those styrofoam
or one box that you can ship. It's
we're
ridiculous.
looking at some other options, and
so but we are working on shipping meat. And basically what I've had is people that have come and said, we don't care how much it costs. We want to try a pound of hamburger.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not. Erin feels really bad about
I do,
doing
and
it's
like we're not going to raise our prices or anything. So it's not like we're going to make more money, but you guys are just going to pay an insane amount of money.
It'd be the same price as if you came here and bought it at farmers market.
Yeah, but you just like we can't control the price of shipping. And UPS, like if you're a volume, like obviously, TV's going to turn off.
Oh, jeez.
Amazon doesn't pay, our Kansas City Steaks or any of those companies that do like large amounts of shipping, or Nutrisystem, that ships meals and stuff. They don't pay the shipping rates that we're going to pay because they get a volume discount. We obviously cannot compete with, we're just not going to ship enough meat every year to get a volume discount. So you guys are just going to pay regular UPS 2-day overnight. Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
It might be cheaper to drive up there and get meat. I think I missed a bunch of questions, and I really feel bad because there's so much going on here, guys.
Start over.
I did see that Josh, Stony Ridge Farmer, pops in here somewhere. I did see that. You guys look nice tonight. We look nice.
It is a holiday.
It is a holiday. Are we doing anything for Valentine's Day now after live
I'm
stream?
going to make steaks. I haven't had dinner yet. Lincoln today didn't want to go to school, and I was telling him, the kids wake up and I was like, Happy Valentine's Day, and they all got a little toy and stuff, and Lincoln didn't want to go to school, and I was like, Lincoln, you get to go and have your Valentine's Day party, and I was teasing him and tickling him and stuff, and I was like, it's the holiday of love, and he's like, I don't like love. All day long I was teasing him, and he's like, I don't like love.
Let's see. I saw a question here. Oh, do you know who Chris Ledoux is? Chris Ledoux's ranch is about, I want to say it's like 60 miles as the crow flies.
As the crow flies.
Yeah. Or maybe not even that.
Did you ever meet?
Yeah, I met Chris Ledoux. Yeah.
And you know Ned.
And I know Ned, his son. Yeah. So we're all good friends. I'm trying to work on Ned
Good
coming
friends.
up.
Like, I've never met Ned.
No, I
Ned,
mean,
I'm
we
sure you're
talk.
a wonderful person.
He is a wonderful person. He actually watches the channel.
Well, hi Ned, if you're
He's
here.
probably not here, but I'm trying to convince him to come up for the ranch roundup,
Cool.
which would be really cool. So
Oh, speaking of rent, well, JB, well, thank you for the $20, and happy Valentine's Day too, and the 100 pregnant girls in the field. Yeah.
no doubt. I didn't have to buy roses this year. That's good.
If you are interested in Ranch Roundup tickets, what do we have left? Like 22 tickets.
Yeah, there's like 22 tickets left for the ranch roundup. We've been selling tickets they went on sale in mid-November.
Yeah.
We're almost sold out. The ranch roundup is basically a subscriber meetup that's going to happen here at the ranch on August 24th. You get a chance to come and hang out with us and hang out with all these other subscribers. 200 subscribers are coming to the ranch for the day. We're going to have a farm-to-table dinner with beef and pork or whatever Erin decides to cook, vegetables from the garden, that kind of stuff, and a bunch of other stuff going on too. We're going to have stuff for kids to do. We're going to have games for adults to play, maybe drinking games later on. No.
Drinking games. You're all signing a liability waiver when you walk on property. Yeah. So yeah, if you're on the fence about coming or you were considering it, get your tickets.
Yeah, because they're going fast. There was 9 tickets that went in like 15 minutes the other day. It was insane. I don't know what happened, but
The hash brown, thank you.
I like that name. I just like it. The hash brown. Happy Valentine's Day. Are you ready for the steers to finish? They are actually being finished as we speak.
I mean, we're 90 days from them.
Yeah, we're 90 days out.
We're only a week into this process, but
less than 90 days. Yeah. But yeah, they're working their way that way. Pigs have a date to go.
They have a freezer date.
Yeah, they have a freezer date coming up. So that will be happening here soon. And we actually, I was debating on doing a video about finishing pigs. And I don't know if anybody else does this, but we do it. It's kind of a weird, goofy thing that we actually switch the pigs' feed from the show 18 that they're getting. We'll actually switch them over to like a COB, corn, oats, and barley type of grain for the last month or so.
Just like 30 days.
Yeah, if that.
They're fat.
And just to put a little bit of fat on them, but not too much. It's kind of a balancing game. Speaking of which,
I like the flavor. It's not so much about like them gaining weight at this point because pigs gain weight super easy on anything. It seems like, but it's we like that flavor that comes with some grain. So, do you have a video for us about the pigs?
I want you to talk about food waste.
Okay.
So can you talk a little bit about that? And then I'll show this little video about how we're helping to combat food waste with the pigs.
Yeah, so institutional food waste is a huge issue. Grocery stores have expired products, distributors have expired products. That all has to go somewhere. Some of it goes into food banks before it is expired. If you are at the grocery store and produce is about to go bad, it most of the time will get pulled from the shelves and be sent to different other ways to distribute food waste and stuff. But a few weeks ago on Facebook, there was a bread distributor locally that was looking for people with livestock to come and pick up expired stale bread. This is a pretty common practice. Like we used to have a bread store in town that was like the stuff that would get pulled from the shelves but wasn't expired yet, and they've actually closed down. But once stuff would actually like expire, we would pick up bread there. So we've gone years actually with not being able to have access to expired bread, but saw this person on Facebook looking for people, and we picked up some bread.
Just a little bit of bread.
Yeah, it was actually, I sat in the shop and unwrapped it all, and you were doing other stuff. And it took me about an hour to get it all out of the plastic bags. And we ended up with enough. I used my bins that I use for vegetables in the summertime, and the pigs get like 2 bins a day for like 6 days.
Yeah, and
That's
then it's
really
gone.
all the. So it's, and then we ended up with a garbage can full of plastic waste,
Yeah.
which is still not ideal. What about a food pantry for the day old bread? They won't take it once it's expired.
Yeah, and I don't know why. I
Yeah.
think it's goofy, but yeah, they
Yeah, and
told
I
us
think they
there.
get-
That was our first question.
Yeah. But I also think like the Council of Community Services is overrun with that stuff, and like they don't need. I mean, could you guys see all the shelves of bread and stuff? Like they don't need that much. So like they would maybe take a couple of trays, but they don't need the stacks of bread. So we will about once a week get bread for the foreseeable future, which is great, and just to help supplement the pigs a little bit. It really hasn't made a difference in how much they're eating, though, is it?
No, bread doesn't slow them down. It's like an appetizer, pretty much.
I would really love to have it when we get piglets. And I did see a question of why don't we like breed pigs? We don't want to keep pigs year round.
I don't
And I don't
yeah.
want to have a sow and a boar. Like it's not something that we just want to mess with. And we're not really set up to run pigs and to breed pigs and stuff. So it's really not that much. I pay about $50 for each wiener hog, and they're vaccinated and cut already. And I couldn't feed a sow and a boar for that price.
Yeah,
Like, there's no way. So
It would cost more for even if we get 10 pigs, it's $500 for 10 piglets or whatever.
yeah.
We couldn't feed a sow and a boar for a whole year
No.
on $500. So definitely.
Yeah, so yeah, well, once these pigs go, we'll still keep eating bread because I don't want to see if farmers and ranchers in the area don't take it, it just goes to the landfill. So we will keep taking it. The steers will probably eat some bread. The cows might even eat some bread. The chickens will eat a little bit of bread. Like bread's not really good for poultry, but they'll get a little bit, and I'll compost it and make fertilizer.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the plan.
A couple of questions on names coming up here from Bryson Halverson Vlogs. How did you come up with the name Our Wyoming Life? That is a total lack of any sort of originality. I think we were sitting.
Because it's Our Wyoming Life.
I think we were sitting downstairs. We were talking about it, and we just it was just pretty simple.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know.
Mhm.
So.
Josh asked, when's the date of the farm dinner meetup thing again? The ranch roundup, Josh, is August 24th, 2019.
You can visit our website to see more information about
I'm
it.
pretty sure you've got my phone number somewhere, so you can always just woo, give me a call. All right. Where's the kids? Kids are up at Grammy's house. They usually spend this little bit of time with Grandma, and yeah, occasionally they do pop in on live streams though. So now that the cows are in the third trimester, are you feeding cake? Yeah, we're feeding cake now, pretty heavy to get that protein level up. I'm still feeding some pretty high protein alfalfa hay, so it's a little iffy how much they're going to get. But once we switch over to just grass hay, which we'll run out of this alfalfa hay at some point. So
That's what your video could be about: cake, range
Cake,
cubes,
hay.
all the
What I
names
wanted
for
to
it,
do a
and
video
minerals.
about was stocking density, like stocking rate and stocking density, and the difference between the two. I get in so many arguments with people that think that because we have 30 acres per cow, that each cow just gets to roam 30 acres, and it's like it doesn't work that way. So maybe that'll be something I do. I don't know. We'll see. Stony Ridge, are you going to be coming? Oh, that's from Bill the Tractor Man. Are you going to be coming? I don't know. I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
He got yelled at for using all caps.
Did he really? Good on him. You push that caps lock button there, Josh. What kind of grass hay do you feed? We're normally feeding an alfalfa mix, usually.
It's prairie grass.
Yeah, it depends on what we buy, though. If we end up having to buy hay, a lot of times I'm buying it from irrigated hay fields, so the later the cutting is, the more alfalfa that's going to be in it. And by the time they get down to like fourth cutting there, it's like straight alfalfa.
But up here, what we raise is
What
like
we
a
raise
little
is
bit
just-
of alfalfa with crested wheat and what else? Needle grass,
Needle grass, brome, yeah, a little bit of everything. So-
prairie grass.
Prairie grass, exactly. Any other questions you want to answer?
Uh,
Oh, we still got 5 minutes until mail call. Let's throw up some questions here, folks. Let's get this done. We still got Amy and Reed coming up here, and just right after mail call, I'm hoping. we can get on with them. Irrigation is a question we get a lot, and so there's two problems here. Well, there's probably more than two problems with irrigation. One of the problems is that the state controls irrigation here.
As in probably most places.
Right. So if you irrigate over an acre, you have to have state approval. For us to irrigate, I think it was a 50 acre, 70 acre field or something like that. It was 1 million gallons a week that we would have to pump directly out of the aquifer. We don't have a river or anything running through the place, so we can't pump out of that. So the state pretty much puts a kibosh on that. The main reason they do that also is because we have so many coal mines in the area, and they're already dewatering. When they're digging out coal, they're pumping water out of the coal seams, so they're draining the aquifer themselves, and of course they have priority over us. So,
and we're not directly like attached
no,
to a coal mine
no,
or anything.
but we could have the same aquifer.
Yeah.
We could be sharing an aquifer. Who knows? So the state has pretty much told us no. The other problem is that there's a huge cost.
A pivot is not cheap.
Pivots are really expensive. The weird thing that we can do to get around this, and I hope nobody from the state is watching, is that we are allowed to pump out of a well into a pond for livestock. They consider that livestock water. So what we could do is pump out of the ground into a pond, out of a pond, into a pivot. And now you're doubling your cost on pumping and everything else. So it's just one of those things. It's like it's between a rock and a hard place kind of thing.
I keep seeing why don't we see Erin's mom? Because she doesn't want to be on video. So we respect that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Every once in a while I try to squeeze in something with her. I think I had a picture of her in a video. I think it was about Gilbert.
Yeah.
And I think I squeezed in that
And
picture.
she's been in a few of my videos, like helping me wash vegetables and stuff. So I mean, if you really want to like dig, you can find her. But she just doesn't want to be on video. So
yeah, she just that's her own personal choice.
Just like if our kids don't want to be on video, we don't make them be on video.
Yeah.
You know?
If Erin doesn't want to be on video, which she kind of didn't want to tonight, she was like, I don't really feel like doing this. And I was like, get your butt upstairs. No, I didn't say that.
I've been sick.
Yeah, Erin has been sick.
So I've been sick, and then when you have kids, they get sick, and then they want to cuddle. So I got the sickness again.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been almost 2 weeks of me being sick. So
yeah, when you
I'm
have
just
3
tired.
kids, it just kind of works its way around.
yeah.
Let's see, a couple more questions. Any idea on the podcast tomorrow? You know what I really want to talk about in the podcast? I don't know if you want to talk about this. Is the lady from Minnesota, the new green deal?
She's not from Minnesota. She's from New York.
New York, that's what it is. New York. Sorry, not Minnesota. New York. The new green deal, where they want to outlaw cows by like 2025 or something like that, and they want to start airplanes, and they want to start sterilizing. If you want a good read, look that up.
Basic living for everyone who is unwilling to work. So
yeah, everybody gets
done.
paid no matter what. So
done with this crap. So.
yeah.
Hey, Josh, thank you.
Yeah, he pays a fine for all caps. We should start charging. Hey, we can start charging fines for all caps. Like now, Josh has set the price for the fine.
Thanks, Josh. We appreciate that.
Actually, I haven't gotten sick yet, which is kind of odd.
I think because you eat more poo than I do, just naturally, you have more poo exposure.
You think it's because I eat dirt? Gilbert always said the more dirt you eat, the less sick you're going to get.
Let's just be honest. There's not dirt out in the lot and the trying
I like to say dirt.
There's just poo right now. It's coming up on poo season.
Yeah, we are.
The podcast is called Beyond the Ranch, and you can find it wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, it's on iTunes and Google Play and Spotify and all that good stuff.
And
just
Anchor.
search. Actually, you can search. I think you can search. Most of them you can search our Wyoming Life. Some of them you can't. Some of them you have to search Beyond the Ranch, which is kind of goofy. So let's see. I have a camera in my way, so I can't really see.
It's 7:30. Let's do mail call.
Oh, it's 7:30. That means it's time for. That's the wrong button. Mail call. I brought back the saddlebags. I didn't have them thrown at myself, though. I still have to build that catapult. If anybody's noticed during the project list, it is on the list. The mailbag catapult.
I'm just leaving.
You're just leaving?
Well, how is it?
You're going to leave if I build a catapult? Okay,
During
so
mail call.
if you're missing this, my whole plan is we got these saddlebags because I like them. But also, because I wanted to build I wanted some way to have them thrown on screen. See what I'm saying? So we've been playing with ideas on how to build a catapult to be able to do that. And you think we're crazy.
I do, yeah.
Really quick.
Whatever, do your thing.
I guess. Speaking of mail call, the license plates are still rolling in like crazy, and I didn't write down the names of any of these people, and I feel bad now.
They're on the back of the plates.
Right, but I can't read them because I can't see the back of the plates.
The YouTube owl one is from Jesus Cordona.
Cordona?
Jesus.
Yeah.
From California sent that one.
The other ones I honestly don't know off the top of my head.
The custom one that was on there is from Utah.
Right.
The one that was all cut up and said our Wyoming.
That one's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I still haven't figured out where I'm going to hang it though. We did get some more in. This one doesn't have a name on it.
It's on the front.
Oh.
Angela Bennett.
Angela Bennett from Ohio. Excuse me. I got a frog in my throat. Greetings from Ohio, Angela Bennett.
She's sending us some candy from Amazon.
She's sending candy?
We haven't got it yet.
Yummy. All right.
Thank you, Angela.
Another license plate from Wisconsin, from Charles Brennan.
It's bent, but that's okay. We'll take your bent license plates.
We'll take them all. My whole plan is to fill up the entire wall with license plates.
That's an old one.
From 1973, from Great Lake State, Michigan. I was thinking Salt Lake. I was like, Great Salt Lake? What the heck? We love watching what you're doing on the ranch and learning what happens behind the scenes. Keep working hard and keep feeding the cows. Yeah, you got to keep that up. And this is from the Brandt family. And then the last thing, I'm cruising through mail call here because I got folks waiting for us. The last one is for Mackenzie.
That's an old one.
And it is a patch from a sheriff's patch from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So thank you. And there wasn't even a name on this. It was just like,
oh yeah,
there was a letter too, but it just it was on police station or sheriff stationery, and it just told us about the patch. But
well,
thank you very much if you happen to send that from Baton Rouge.
If you have patches, Mackenzie wants to be a police.
Yeah, and she's collecting patches.
A few people have sent us patches, and so yeah, I mean, if you want to, you can send them. Those get given to the kids, and they play with them. And Mike will play with the license plates and put them on the wall.
Yeah, the license plates go on the wall. All right, so the moment you guys have been waiting for, we have just totally drew a blank. Reed and Amy Flake with us via Skype today. Reed and Amy are on the YouTube channel. It's called Rodeo Video, 136,000 subscribers, over, well, millions of views, and they're working their way towards 150,000. They have a great giveaway coming up when they hit the 150,000 mark. And one of our goals here on Our Wyoming Life is to bring, us agriculture folks together. There's this thing kind of on YouTube where it's me against you and you against me, and we really think that that's horse pucky. Like we're all in the same boat, so we can all work together and we can all help each other learn where their food comes from. So really quick, we're going to get them hooked up, and here's Reed and Amy.
I didn't think that horse could run that fast.
How are you? We're good.
Good. Good to see you.
It's very nice to meet you guys and see you guys in person. We've talked over the phone, but we've never actually sat face to face. This is the first time for this. So
Face to face on the computer.
Well, I was going to say we have watched your channel some, so you kind of get that feel that you know each other a little bit just from seeing your lifestyle and what you guys do.
Valentine's Day, we might as well start with that. You guys are coming up on an anniversary, aren't you?
We are on the 18th.
Ooh.
And it'll be 37 years?
It will.
37.
37 years.
Is there a secret to your guys' marriage?
I'll let
Well-
Amy answer that.
Well, the difference is, do you want to be a roommate or soulmate? So you've got to think that way in terms of, how much does this person mean to me, and do I put everything in front of him? For the most part, we both give more than 50%. If you just give 50%, you're only going to get 50% back. So you got to give a little more.
She gives 100. She gives 100%, and I get sidetracked. And if I give more than 50%, then kudos to me. Huh?
And you guys obviously come from a long history of dealing with people, and almost that little bit of fame that you had even before YouTube. Now, I don't want to say a little bit. I don't want to downplay it, but doing the rodeo announcing and stuff like that, you dealt with that before you even got into YouTube. How did you transition into YouTube, and what was the purpose behind it?
You want to answer that? You want me to?
Go ahead.
It was actually my uncle's idea. We have a company called Rodeo Video, hence our YouTube channel name, Rodeo Video. But we've been in the video business for 25 plus years, and marketing rodeo type videos, how-to tapes, so on and so forth. As we all know, DVDs have kind of taken a decline. VHS did, now DVD is. And so everything's gone to live streaming and what people are watching today. And so my uncle had the idea that we start a YouTube channel and basically try to use some of the older footage that we have and put it on our YouTube channel. But we found out as we've gone through our YouTube channel, as we've grown it the last 2 years, people more or less want to see, like what you guys show, daily stuff, what we do from day to day, not necessarily what we did 5 years ago in the rodeo business. They want to know what we're doing today with our cattle, with our ranch, with our life, with our family.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we started.
That's where people make that connection. I think it all comes down to, everybody's got a family, and being able to watch other families on YouTube shows that, we're all normal. There's nothing outrageous about anybody unless you're a Kardashian, I guess. But and you guys include a lot of your family in your videos, from dad, uncles. I think I've seen sons and daughters, grandkids, and of course Amy. Is there just a different role that everybody plays, or do you guys try to just mix it up and put it all together?
Well, it's just family. It's just what we do. We'll have people say, "Hey, we want to see more trucking," and I have to tell them when I answer the vlog, "You got this backwards. The vlog follows what we do. We don't make the vlog to integrate in our daily life. It's what we do. It's just out there."
We don't make stuff up just for the vlog.
Yeah.
I hear you there. Yeah.
People always want to see you moving cows.
Yeah.
Like
Go move cows. And I'm like, well, they're fine. They don't need to move.
They don't need moved right now. Yeah.
Or we get, you guys should do branding more, or you guys should sell calves more, which I agree. I wish I could sell calves more.
Yeah.
But you guys
Every month would be great, huh?
Right? Yeah, that monthly paycheck instead
Yeah.
of your paycheck, yeah, that'd be great.
But you guys have a whole different situation from us talking on the phone. You guys are calving year round. So you guys do kind of have a little bit more of a rotation system going. Tell us a little bit about your operation and what you do.
We run a breed of cattle called Corriente, which is a Mexican breed of cattle. And so they're mainly used for sporting events, rodeos, team ropings, steer wrestlings, tie-down ropings. So that's the type of cattle that we raise. Of course, our end result, when it's all said and done, is our cattle going to the feedlot and eventually going to market. But in the interim between when we calve them until when we actually put them in the feedlot, we use them for sporting events. So that's kind of how our business works. And you alluded to the fact that we calve year round, which for the type of cattle we run and the climate that we run in, and the way sometimes our feed can be sporadic and it's hard to bunch our cattle up into a particular calving group, we do leave the bulls in year round. It's nice in some ways, but in some ways it creates a lot of problems.
Yeah.
But for that breed of cattle, they birth them so easy. It's not like you have to go pull these calves, that have problems with, especially like first-time heifers. The problem is sometimes you can't find them because they just go off somewhere and have a calf.
Yeah. Whereas in a commercial, you'll put all of your first calf heifers into a lot at night and go check them and make sure that they're not having any trouble calving. Whereas Amy just said with Coriandes, they just do it so naturally that you don't really have any problems.
When it comes to YouTube, how do you guys split up the duties of YouTube? You have social media over here, you've got filming here, you've got editing over here. How do you guys manage it all and manage to get it all done?
Well, we're probably unlike you guys. I think you guys are pretty organized in that aspect.
No.
You're not good.
You look like it. You pull it off.
I mean, you guys have a studio and the whole nine. Amy, do you want to tell them how? Amy answers the vlog.
Yes. And to us, that's really important because I don't know, if I quit answering the vlog, then I would feel like I lose all these friends and that connection with people. So it's getting harder and harder to do the more people that answer. So we're discussing different ways to go about that. But I answer the vlog. He creates most of the vlog. And then our daughter is our editor, and her husband also helps with that too. So, right now that's what we're doing as far as dividing up the jobs.
I know you edit most of your own stuff, right? The both of you?
Pretty much, well, not
all of
all
it.
of it, really, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got an 8-year-old, Mackenzie, who has shown interest in learning how to edit, but she's a little ways off on that.
She also wants her own YouTube channel too, and I think you
Yeah.
That's awesome.
as soon as you learn how to edit, you can have your own channel.
Once you know how to edit, you can do whatever you want to do.
If I had to edit what I shot every day, our channel would have lasted about a week.
Because sometimes he'll hand Becca, card that's got like 40 to 50 different little segments on it, and she's got to figure out how to put that all together.
I did have one question that was actually posed to us by one of our viewers, so I thought maybe I would ask you about it and get your opinion about it. And they said that Reed says he drives his own truck, but he's not a truck driver. And I know that you made this comment one time, and it caused a little bit of a stir.
Kind of caused an uproar. Everybody was like, I think people took it wrong at first because they thought I was like downplaying truck drivers, saying I'm not a truck driver. I don't associate myself with that type of person. Really, all I was saying was I'm not a professional driver. I just drive to transport our own livestock. And so I don't categorize myself as a truck driver. Sometimes I do drive a lot, but we're just moving our own cattle. And to me, my semi and my cattle trailer is just like an oversized pickup and gooseneck. Because we're just moving our own livestock, and it just helps us get things done faster. Where if we're moving a lot of cattle, we don't have to make 5 gooseneck loads. We can haul them all in one semi load.
As you move towards this 150,000 mark, which is a huge accomplishment, I never even thought we would ever hit 10 at one point. It was like, how do we, you hit 10,000. There was a time when we had about 3,000 subscribers, and we had a subscriber that actually said something to us about, imagine 3,000 people sitting in a room waiting for your next video. And now you're almost to that point where you can wait for 150,000 people to sit in a room, a big room, and wait for your next video. It's very humbling, don't you think?
It is. I mean, that people would take enough interest in what we do that they wait for a video every day to watch and see what we do, and then the comments that people make on our vlog are just, for the most part, they're all positive, and it's just like, we just feel like we've extended our family, like we just have more friends and family than we ever thought that we would have.
It's amazing.
It's kind of neat.
It is very neat. So as you hit this 150,000 mark, tell us about your giveaway that you have coming up when you hit 150.
Well, we are going to look for some more prizes, but the main thing that we're giving away right now is a Coriandes saddle. So Coriandes Saddlery has jumped on board with us, and they are going to give a credit towards the saddle. So whoever wins the saddle, they can kind of customize how they want it. And what we're going to do on when we hit 150,000, we'll make a special video that day, and then all you have to do is make a comment on that video, and you'll be in the drawing.
Oh wow, remind me.
I don't know if maybe I'll answer all those comments, but
Oh no, there'll be way more comments that day.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, we'll let you guys go. Is there anything you'd like to add to our? You could say something to our subscribers, whatever you'd like, man. The floor is yours.
so I'm talking to your subscribers now, and I'm telling them that if you want to know, our channel's a little bit abstract, I think, but if you want to know where your food comes from, these guys that are on the other side of our camera do an awesome job in showing you ranch life, in showing you cow-calf operation, in showing you the chores and the maintenance that go into a ranch. I get a kick out of, I can't remember what you call it, the where you have a list of all the things.
Project list, yeah.
What is it?
The project list.
Yeah, the project list. So if you want to learn more about the ranching life and what really goes into it from day-to-day aspect, from Erin in the house, in the kitchen, in the garden, making compost, in the greenhouse, to Mike figuring out the best way to keep water troughs from freezing up, to tagging calves, whatever it might be. You guys' channel is awesome. We really enjoy it and gain a lot of insight from watching you.
And we say the same thing about you, seeing different aspects of it. And I really hope that I can get down there to Arizona one of these days. So I'm going to come down and help you with your own project list. I know you have one. You may not write it down, but I know you've got, or Amy has it. Somebody has it.
I do.
One of my project lists right now, and I started on it last night, was I was washing one of our trailers out with a big high pressure hose. And I had so much pressure on the hose that the line kept breaking. So I had to stop, glue it, let it set up overnight. So my project list in just a few minutes is to put on a pair of rubber boots and go out there and finish spraying that trailer out.
Oh, gotcha.
Anytime you want to come and do that, we'd welcome you.
That just sounds like so much fun. So much. Well, guys, thanks for coming out today with us and hanging out for a little bit. I'm sure that our viewers enjoy it, and we really do look forward to doing more with you in the future. And of course, it's all about, knowing where your food comes from. And you guys do the same thing we do, just in a different way. And I think that's important to show people as well, that there's more than one way to skin a cat if you like skinning cats. I don't know.
I like skinning them, yeah.
Thing at all.
I don't know where
I don't know where that came from.
So let me say this to your viewers. The next thing is we're gonna reverse the roles of this interview, and we're gonna have Mike and Erin on our channel, and we're going to do kind of the same type of interview, but go in the other direction for our viewers to be able to get full scale of what your channel does.
Looking forward to it, man.
Right.
All right, you guys have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you very much.
Bye.
See ya.
Flake out.
Flake out.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. That was really fun.
That was fun. That was fun. Now, this is something that I'm actually looking at doing, but I need your guys' help with it, and I need your feedback on it. Maybe like once a month, we bring in another creator, another YouTube person. You know what? I don't even care if you're on YouTube. Just somebody who is big on,
Who's in agriculture?
who's in agriculture, but also wants more people to know, what goes into getting your food to you. I think that's our main goal. It's something that I think that there are a lot of agriculture type YouTube. There's homesteader type YouTubers. There's people on Facebook. There's people that do blogs. There's people that just do Instagram. And I think we all have the same goal, even if we don't say it. I think it's very much about making people aware of agriculture and knowing what goes into getting your food to your table. So if you guys are down with this, let me know. Let Matt know. he'll take notes. If somebody's absolutely against it, let us know that too. I mean, if you think it's something that's not worth doing, we of course I have to take constructive criticism. Otherwise, I would have quit a long time ago, even if it's not constructive. Actually,
I
have to take
think
all
that,
criticism.
Some constructive criticism has actually made us better.
It
But
has,
I mean,
yeah.
it'd be nice.
Yeah, I
Support
think
people too.
we are. I had a guy jump down my throat today because I used improper. What did I say? It was improper grammar.
You weren't supposed to say first off.
Oh, I said first off in a video, and that's
You're
not
supposed to
proper
say
grammar.
first of all. Or something?
Firstly, Maybe I should just mess with him from now on.
Firstly.
Firstly, what I would like to know is if you like this type of thing. We also have done this a little bit in our podcast. In fact, if you haven't listened to our podcast, I'll give you a great one to go back and listen to. I can't remember which number it was. You're gonna have to look back and through. But we did an interview with Matt Fensel, who is one of our moderators here, on a podcast, and it's actually one of our highest rated podcasts. It really hit home, and I think it helped Matt too. So if you do get a chance to check out a podcast, that's the one I want you to go listen to. So we have
listen to our podcast, but also subscribe to Reed and Amy too.
Yes, definitely. That's what I was just going to get into.
Oh, sorry.
Rodeo Video is the name. It's actually the Rodeo Video, but if you search Rodeo Video, it comes up. Subscribe to their YouTube channel. Check them out on Facebook, and make sure that you subscribe, because when they hit 150,000, that saddle is worth a lot of money.
And even if you
don't need a saddle, go and subscribe, because you're going to learn something. And they have a huge family. That's a little bit older than our family, obviously. And they have a lot more interaction with kids and grandkids and that kind of stuff.
Someday we're going to be old, and it'll be our grandkids doing stuff on the channel.
I told Reed that the other day on the phone. I said, "Give me about 10 years, and I'll be you." And he said, "God, I hope
10 years,
not."
because it's only 8.
True.
I don't want no grandkids in 10 years.
True. Give me 20 years. Give me 20 years, and you can call me Rito.
Rito. Michael.
Some really nice people, though. And there's people that have asked me. Even about, like when I said we were going to have Reed and Amy on, and they've asked me straight up, are they as nice as they seem on YouTube? Because there is that. You never know what somebody's like.
Josh guy from Stony Ridge.
He's here, and you're bad-mouthing. You can at least bad-mouth Wes. He's not here.
I'm just kidding. Josh.
No, but I mean,
Blake. Where's Blake?
You get it. You meet these people in person, and it's like
we
you
haven't
know
met
them.
them in person. I mean, you've talked on the phone.
Right. Okay, we've talked on the phone.
Arizona and Wyoming
met
are
here.
far.
And we've met here, but it is very much like it's like people that you've known a long time, and it's just from watching the videos. And it's the same thing that's going to happen at Ranch Roundup. For those of you that are coming, it's almost like a family reunion. To a point.
I think so.
We've been answering your comments. We've been talking to you. Amy mentioned it, that if people stop commenting, it's like all of a sudden your friends stop talking to you. So that's why we definitely try to answer every single comment. I know that Amy's on top of
We're failing.
comments.
I mean, we're still doing a great job, I think, but
Occasionally life happens.
We can't get to everyone.
Sometimes
anymore.
you don't get to all of them, but we're going to wrap things up here. We've got 7 minutes left, and we're going to answer some more questions.
You have to go to the website. No, just.
That super chat was my ticket. I wasn't gonna make you buy a ticket if you showed up. So, all right. In fact, if you show up, you don't have to buy a ticket at all, but you are going to be in charge of dumping trash, and somebody has to clean the porta potties, man. And I hate to say it, but I mean, somebody drew the short straw. I messed that up. Short straw. That's hard to say. All right. Have you had Blake on for a while? I haven't talked to Blake in probably about a month.
It seems like on Instagram, and I mean, he's still posting YouTube videos, but
he is. Blake is so busy right now with work and everything else. He is like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. He's having a heck of a time keeping up.
Yeah,
anything that he can do, I'm more than happy to watch it. So I want to answer some more questions. It's Valentine's Day. I think that it's the day of love. Let's spread the love,
Gary,
and let's answer some more questions.
Gary Roach, good luck with your calving.
Oh, he's starting calving. Time to check the cows again.
There's a comment that keeps coming up of how long until the first calf.
Good question. So as some of you guys know, we missed preg checking this year. That was because we have a limited number of vets in this area who will actually come out, and getting one scheduled was like.
It just didn't happen.
It didn't happen, and there's a short window to get it done. From the safety side, there's a short window to get it done. Really, we can do it at any time, but once the snow starts falling, ice starts getting on the ground, moving cows through chutes and stuff like that really does get more difficult. So at this point, I have basically written off preg checking, which makes calving a lot harder for us all, because we don't know who's pregnant and who's not. We don't know due dates of when certain cows are going to have when they're going to have their calves. So we're going to be out judging cows, trying to figure out based on their bag and udders and stuff like that when they're going to have their calves.
Yeah.
It's almost like when we first came here, because Gilbert never preg checked.
Yeah, and lots of ranchers don't preg check, and then just come July, if they haven't had a calf and they don't appear to be pregnant, they get sold. They just call cows in a different time of the year than what we do when you preg check. So it's not the end of the world. It's not the first time.
No, it's not the end of the world, of course.
They're gonna still have calves. So yeah, we'll just adjust and move on.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It just the timing didn't work out for us.
But the heifers should be end of March and cows like 10th of April.
Yeah, heifers should start calving in March. We don't have that many of them. We're just the heifers that we do have now this year. We're finishing out the kids' herds. Each one of our kids get one calf per year. We decided to bump that up a little bit and kind of push that through, so they all have their full. Each one of them has 5 calves, and that's kind of what we're going for. So we have a few heifers that we're going to calve out this year. They're first-time moms. They're going to be a giant pain, I'm sure.
There's only like 8 of them or something.
Yeah, but they're going to be a pain. They always are. They end up in the barn a lot. They don't really know what they're doing. So we'll end up bringing them in. And then the cows, we're going to just we're going to check a lot of cows and often.
Like us on Facebook, because we can play that game of when do you think this cow will calve? You can look
Is
at
that a
cow
game?
butts.
Look at cow butts.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Would
a
you
lot.
guys like to see that on
Mackenzie
Facebook?
had a great idea for a series during calving
Okay.
and call it the 3 a.m. series. Her idea was to do it live.
Well, you're
Wait,
gonna be
I'm not
up.
going to wake up everybody at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Why, you're gonna be up anyhow. Wake them up.
No, that's
They want to
rude.
be ranchers. It's time to check the
Some of
cows.
them, most of them are ranchers, and they're like, I'm already up
They'll
anyway.
be out
So yeah.
checking anyhow.
So Mackenzie came up with this idea for the 3 a.m. series, which is basically us going out and checking cows and see what happens at 3 o'clock in the morning. We might do it. It might be fun to do.
Do you
And
guys want to watch a live stream at 3 in the morning?
I don't even know if I could do a live stream at 3 a.m. Especially it's dark, number one, and I'm half asleep. I've just woken up. I woken up in like a hay bale somewhere in the barn usually, and then it's time to roll back out and take off. So the bad part about missing preg checking though is the fact that we have been feeding cows that aren't pregnant, guaranteed. So that's the expensive part about missing preg checking. But there is only so many vets in the area, so we deal with that.
It is what it is at
Yeah.
this point. Like, it's not an ideal situation, but things don't always go according to plan in agriculture, and
Yeah, this is the first year we missed preg checking since
quite a while.
quite a while. So it could be fun. We'll probably do it a couple times. Noah asked if I shoot because I have a rifle in the gator. Yeah, sure do. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Yep, sure do. Brian, you got that new light bar with the LEDs. That light bar is bright,
It is
and I'm
bright.
really looking forward to using it during calving. I have a feeling it's going to scare the crap out of a couple
Yeah,
cows.
so you just put the phone in the window. You just need a clamp.
That's not a bad idea.
So you can do
And what I
that.
need,
Obviously,
what I really need is a cameraman to come out at 3 a.m.
I need to stay in the house with the kids because Lincoln doesn't stay in his own bed. So I'll take the kid shift, and you can take the cow shift.
There you go. From Emma Drummond, cat is short for catfish. There's more than one way to skin a catfish.
Why don't we just say
why don't I say
catfish?
catfish?
Did we talk about that on a podcast or
Well,
something?
we just talked about it 2 seconds ago with Reed.
Oh,
You're losing your mind.
it
Oh
all blends together. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Alrighty. Erin apparently needs a nap.
Is the gator expensive brand new? Yep.
Yeah, gators are expensive. The new gators are really expensive. I looked at
20 to 25,
ours is actually the first year
like
of the
14.
825, and Gilbert bought it for like 14 grand or something like
And
that,
had to
which
buy
was
doors.
way expensive back then. The new ones, yeah, they're like up over 20. We shouldn't take drinks at the same
I
time.
know, awkward.
We need to like alternate. We need lights.
Um,
Aaron's drink, Mike's drink.
How much
Aaron's
does it
drink,
cost
Mike-
to preg check versus feeding? It costs about $3 per cow to preg check, and then we vaccinate at the same
8 with vaccination and everything,
Okay.
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Vaccinations are that much?
Now, yeah,
So, yeah, $8, but you cannot feed a cow for $8.
not at all. No, it ends up a lot more expensive. And like I said, I did have offers, and one nice thing about the YouTube thing is I did have offers from vets all over to come and preg check. But by the time that they started, that they were able to come in, we've got ice, we've got snow. It's almost more dangerous to bring in a cow and try to get her through a chute when it's icy and wet and stuff like that. It just becomes almost more of a liability at that point. You're going to get cows that get hurt.
Slip.
Trust me, we've had it happen. We've had cows slip. We've had cows go down in chutes when we've tried to do this. So it does get a little bit sticky. All right, the gator, yes, the gator is started. Gator is up and running. My pickup's up and running. That was dead too after the cold weather.
It's been, we had some wind. The southern part of the state and I-80 is still closed. Been closed for like 2 days down in the southern part of the state. We had some wind the other day, but it brought some warmer weather. So we were like in the 40s yesterday, but windy. And today was like, 28, but no wind. So
that's good.
Yeah, but the forecast is not great for the next 2 weeks. Yeah.
Gosh, quit telling me these things. I don't need to know these things.
Beef jerky
It's
will be.
Valentine's Day. You're supposed to be nice to me.
Beef jerky will be arriving in approximately 90 to 120 days.
Yeah, it's going to be a while for
It
beef
takes
jerky.
a few weeks, 3 to 4 weeks for processing and packaging and stuff. So when we take them, we don't get them back the same day. So beef hangs for a couple of weeks, and pigs don't hang, but you cure bacon and ham. So it's I don't know, usually about 14 to 25 days or so before we get stuff back, depending on how busy they are at the processor, which they're always busy because they're 6 weeks out to get in. So,
Are they really?
Yeah, we're not going until March.
With the pigs, yeah.
With the pigs.
So yeah, make sure that you subscribe because we're going to be moving pigs in March, which is always fun. You get to see Erin get really mad at a pig, which is really
put that
fun.
on video last time, but all the batteries died.
All the batteries died.
I
Yeah,
got mad.
Erin got really mad. I think she punched a pig.
Hey, don't tell the
I'm
internet
pretty
that.
sure she punched a pig. It wasn't on film. I didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure it happened.
Don't tell the internet that.
Erin, before we go, what name brand is your lipstick?
I don't know. Well, you told the
All right,
internet
guys.
that I punched a pig.
All right, thanks
If
for.
anybody's ever moved pigs, you will know the pain of moving pigs. We're gonna try the bucket trick this
We are
year.
going to try the bucket trick. All right, guys, thanks for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to Amy and Reed for coming as well. That was a lot of fun. It ran a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I mean, it was fun. So go subscribe to their channel, Rodeo Video, on YouTube. Check them out on Facebook, and we're aiming for that 150,000 mark for them. And then I have a chance of winning a saddle. So
Are you gonna enter?
I already have.
It's not until I hit 150.
Okay, fine. I put in a good word with Reed. I said, hey, wink, wink. I can't wink over the phone. You can wink over the phone if you say wink, wink.
You say wink, wink.
Wink, wink. So anyway, thanks for coming and hanging out with us, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you do like the interview deal, be sure to leave a comment and let us know that you do like it. We're going to try to do it at least like once a month. Bring on a different creator or somebody in agriculture. Could be anybody. You never know. But we're going to try to do something a little bit different and something that's a little bit more interesting. Be sure to thank your moderators. Tip them on the way out. They did a great job keeping things clean and family friendly because that's one direction that we really do want to go. So,
You can't tell the internet that I punched a pig.
That's not family unfriendly. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. I seriously can't believe
Happy
it.
Valentine's Day to you guys too. Have a great night, and
Thank
we'll
you.
see you on Sunday. But until then,
It's like 2
we don't
days.
have like a cool thing like flake out, man. We need a flake out. We need something. Somebody come up with something for us.
You be an owl flap away.
I'm not doing that. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
You guys have an outro for us.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of Ranch Talk Live. Please subscribe and join us as we continue to explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. Special thanks to our moderators and the members of the Barn Owls, our special advisory group that helps us behind the scenes. If you'd like more from the ranch, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram, as well as on our weekly podcast, Beyond the Ranch, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Don't forget to check out All Things Agriculture, a special Facebook group where you can ask questions and learn about agriculture all over the world. Until we see you again on Sunday, have a great week, and thanks for joining us in our Wyoming Life.